Okay.
So, now we're gonna find out what we each think happiness is, and
Put that in the middle.
get a group consensus on,
What we think it is.
yeah, on
So,
just
like,
the definition.
I'm not saying like money's the most important, but like I think it somewhat is, because like happiness is being able to do what you want, and in society you can't do things without money. So like I think money is like partially part of it. Like there's like, you know.
Yeah, but it's not the money that gives you the happiness, it's what you can do with the money that gives you the
yeah,
happiness.
like it's not the actual like green.
So I agree with you, because like most people say like
Money doesn't matter.
Money can't buy you love or whatever.
Or like time.
Yeah, but also like people do think that materialistic items bring them happiness, like
Phones.
like phones, cars, just like all the expensive things. But
I'm
somewhat that I don't know. I think that somewhat is true, but then again, like the true happiness, like
if the person with the car and the phones and like all that materialistic stuff didn't have like
a family or
friends, like people that make him happy or her happy,
but
then it wouldn't make him happy. It'd just be trying to fill a gap that's.
I think also characteristics of the person makes them happy. Like how easily they can get along with others. Because if you're like a stuck-up, stubborn person, then it's going to be harder for you to be happy, because other people won't want to be around you. And so you won't have anyone to talk to. And like, you know how friends make you happy? Like when you're with them, you're not never really mad at them or anything. You're there to have fun, but if you don't have friends, then it's harder to be happy.
I think if someone though is content with themselves and where they are and just like what they're doing, I think they can be happy, but not those people that act like they're content with their lives. The people that truly are, I think that is like the true meaning of like happiness, because if you weren't like happy, basically happy with what you are, then
so you need to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with others.
Yeah, and like materialistic things wouldn't make you happy, but like if your life was already like good.
Yeah.
I have like a real life example of this. So like my parents' friend, or basically my mom's friend, I guess you call him a friend. It's the guy who like keeps her horse at his barn. He has like tons of money from inheritance, but he doesn't spend any of it, and he lives in this tiny house, and he is just the nicest old man ever. And he's so happy, but he doesn't use any of his money. Like he has so much money in his bank, but he just doesn't use it. And
that's like Mr. Hines' friend, wasn't it, that he won the lottery, and he didn't like use it, and he wanted to act normal, and he wouldn't tell, like when he would go on a date or something, he wouldn't tell people that he had that money.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to be judged. So
and
that
my mom's tennis partner has
bank.
billions of dollars from her husband's family, and she's not truly happy, and neither is her son, because her son knows that he never has to work a minute in his life. So he's like getting into trouble to like, because he knows he's no risks that like he has consequences to, because he has so much money that he has no worries in the world, but he's not like truly happy.
Okay, and relating to Brave New World, like they use soma to make them happy, and that like the theme of that or whatever is just telling us like any drug or alcohol, it's just like a stimulant and it's a depressant, and it can't like actually make you happy. It makes you happy during that certain amount of time where you feel the effect, but after that it just keeps making it worse, and it makes all your feelings build up so you can't express who you actually are.
Yeah, like some stimulants, like they give you they make your brain not feel joy or happy. Like they make your brain think that you can never be happy or sad, and the only time you can be happy is when you have the drug, like soma.
Yeah.
They can only be happy if they had the drug. Like Linda, when she went to the reservation, remember how she always wanted soma?
Yeah.
And she was like dependent on that for her to be happy.
And you aren't even really like happy. That's not happiness. Just living your life, like
artificial
relaxing.
happiness.
Just yeah. it doesn't bring you true happiness.
So back to what our
Consensus is.
well, like what we're supposed to be finding out about happiness. Like, what do you guys think happiness is?
I think it's happiness with yourself, being able to like do what you want to do.
Yeah, but what if what you want to do is like
Expensive or something.
go to the moon? That's or
Well,
go out into space. That's $100,000 now to do it with that one guy at Virgin Airlines.
I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But like somebody could always reach for that goal, but like I said earlier, like money has to play some sort of role. Like you can't ignore the fact that like money doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because like you can say it doesn't, but
But you can be happy without money.
you
though.
can't.
But
be.
our economy is so built up on like how important money is. I think that if everyone could just realize
Everything's
that
like overrated.
yeah.
I think it's just like your own well-being that it provides.
So
your
like you being like
happiness.
healthy,
if you're healthy and like
you're
you got a
living
good
life.
family and good friends.
But if you don't have that, then how are you supposed to be happy?
But also in Brave New World, like they're always basically happy. Like they don't. I feel like they've never truly felt what happiness is because they haven't ever felt what like sadness or the opposite of happiness is.
When we were
To
doing the
distinguish the
debate
two.
in class, that was one of my points. I didn't have happiness, but I had it written down like they never have felt other emotions other than happiness, like
Yeah.
their happiness, like because they don't know
'Cause,
what
like-
true happiness is. They just call it happiness.
Like you need to feel the bad before you feel the good.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just need a range of different emotions in order to feel the importance of one of them.
Yeah.
Like, you can feel normal, like right now where you're not extremely happy but you're not, like, sad. Or you can feel crushed after someone breaks your heart or passes away.
So what do you think happiness is? Just well-being of yourself?
Well-being of your, like,
Your
well-being,
emotions, your
yeah, kind of
actions.
characterized by your emotions.
So your characteristics of yourself.
I can't really put it into, like, a strong definition right now, but I think it's just, like, overall your well-being, and it's kind of your own opinion, though. Like, because you could be having a really hard life, and you don't have money, everyone in your family has passed away, and then, like, you get $5, and that's...
Like that can make your day.
But if, like, Bill Gates got $5, he'd eat it for...
A French fry.
Yeah.
So just like your own definition of how you think it is, but mainly it's just on the characteristics of yourself and how you feel you're happy.
Like, different things bring other people happiness.
Yeah, so everyone has their own different opinion of happiness.
Like you guys enjoy like basketball and like winning
Yeah.
a game makes you happy, but like me it's like swimming, that makes me happy. Like we all have our different.
yeah.
Just like some
That's-
people competing makes them happy and others watching competitions
Yeah.
make them happy.
Like I can't stand sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, neither can I. So, I think it's what you feel inside yourself when you do certain activities.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people don't like being the center of attention. Others love it.
Yeah.
So just being happy with yourself.
What are your guys' opinions on how, like, the books influence our decision on that? Because I'm sure they
I
had
think-
somehow to do with
I
it.
think the soma, that's a big part
Brave
of
New
it.
World, basically, like everything that happens in that book is based on happiness, like the soma, and just like
What about 451 about the books? Like how you weren't able to...
Like, Mildred wasn't happy.
Yeah, and she tried committing
But she-
suicide.
She tried feeling that.
with
She tried
the
getting happiness
telescreens.
from the
no, not the telescreen.
The
parlor.
family. The family.
Yeah.
like. She tried filling that gap in herself with the parlor to make
Yeah.
her happy.
And like, Montag, wasn't it? He knew that he wanted the books to make him happy. And like, although it was illegal, he still pursued it because that's what he thought was important to him, to make him happy.
And when I was reading the book, I actually felt like he found his place where he belonged, and like
Yeah, when
his
he got to the
happiness
river.
when he got to
Yeah.
the river with stranger or something.
Yeah, when he met the other, like, 5 people.
And during that time, like, he had no money, he had no, like, materialistic items to make him happy. He just had, like, the true
and how
emotions inside of him.
They, like, needed another wall for the parlor or something, and that was going to make Mildred happy.
Yeah.
But for Montag, he was like, no.
It didn't mean a thing to him. Like,
Yeah.
a simple poem made him happy, made him
Yeah.
feel good, made him think about life differently. And that's what people should do. They should get, like, certain situations that make them think differently about society. Not just, like, one thing and they can't think anything different of it.
Yeah.
So,
Are we done with this part?
so